Hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. Oh, today's Wednesday, October 7th. I should know this, you guys. My youngest turned 7 yesterday. Once again, it's been one of those days. My name is Candace. This is my channel about all things stitching. So mostly cross stitch, a little bit of knitting, and a little bit of quilting when applicable. There will be no knitting this week. So if you watched me last week, I showed my sweater and I was so excited. And then once I got it into the light and really looked at it and I saw that pooling, I can't. So, I haven't done any knitting this week. I am trying to gather my courage to put in a lifeline and rip back to the armpits and start again. So because of that pooling, I think I may end up, instead of just alternating 2 skeins, I may do 3. I don't know. It's really hard with hand-dyed yarn because I don't want the pooling, but at the same time I don't want to have so many things everywhere that where because my color change will be underneath the arm down the side, but I don't want that to look all wonky from changing colors so many times. So I need to gather myself before I do this. I will do it because I bought that yarn for that sweater years ago and I will get that sweater done. So my mannequin, she wears nothing today because there is no knitting today. So anyway, I hope you guys have had a good week. I know things have been weird this week. Very weird. I went and got a haircut today. And I went and got a flu shot tonight. So I am all set for the winter season. I mean, aside from getting my haircut again in December. But I don't know. I feel pretty accomplished today. It was kind of a busy day. Since my littlest turned 7 yesterday, and I've been promising him a quilt for about a year now, I've been working a lot on it. So I figured I would show it really quickly because it's the only sewing I have to show. He's obsessed with Minecraft. If you have any young children in your lives, you have probably heard of Minecraft. But so what I'm doing is I just kind of made up this pattern myself. All of my blocks are 12.5 inches and there will be sashing in between. So it's actually a really easy, simple way to figure out how to make a quilt. So the first block I've already started sewing together, is just a simple 9 patch in 2 colors. And I'm sorry it's wrinkly, I just realized I was sitting on it. So these are a Bella Solid and then Kona Snow. I think it's Snow. Maybe it's just Kona White. But so we have the 9 patch. And then we have the 4 patch with Minecraft characters on it. And then I also did green and white 9 patch. So it's kind of alternating. And this is just 1 row. And then I've put my stashing in between each block. So I have 4 of these done. And I have 3 more to go. And then I will cut the stashing that goes in between the rows and put those together. And then it's just a matter of backing, batting, quilting, and binding. And he's upstairs right now. They have already taken their showers for the night, so they're upstairs playing. But I wanted to give it to him this weekend because we're going to Grandma's house this weekend to celebrate his birthday with her. And I wanted to take this quilt and give it to him this weekend. So I've been doing a lot of sewing, and I will probably do more. Oh my gosh, they're very loud. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear them or not, but so I really would like to get the top done and get the backing and the batting and the top all laid out and pinned so that I can I don't even know how I'm going to do that. So that Friday, because I don't work on Friday, so that Friday I can quilt it. And it's just going to be simple quilting. I thought about just doing like random size squares all over. Or I may just get desperate because I don't have enough time. And I will just go through each of the blocks, like on a diagonal. Because that's kind of my go-to. It's either that or stitch in the ditch, which is stitching like down in the ditch of the two fabrics. So, yeah, I'd really like to have it done for this weekend. We'll see. We'll see. So, that's really all I've been doing as far as sewing. But I did get some stitching done this weekend. I know I show this every week, but you know, we're still in the 100 Days of HAED challenge, Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is from the Stitch Talk HAED Challenges group on Facebook. And that is always linked below because it's one that I'm doing challenges in year round. So here she is. This is Mini Citrine, Heaven and Earth Designs. And here's where I'm at. So I actually decided not to roll it past the top because since it's the 100 days, I still want to be able to take the picture of the full thing. So I'm just working on her dress as far down as I can, and then I'll start working in this area. And then once the 100 days are up, I will probably roll that up farther so that I can get to the bottom. But yeah, we're at day 68. So I would say not too shabby. I really like the 100-day challenge because then you're touching a piece every single day. And some days, like last night, 60 stitches was all I did. Just one length of floss, that was it. So, get this put away. So, the other thing, on the 1st of October, I'm doing the Linen and Threads mystery sampler. It is free. You can find it online at linenandthreads.com. And I had gotten all caught up last month. Random floss. I gotta unroll it because I was working on it the other day. So, well here, I'll leave it rolled so I can show you what I got done. So right here, that little motif right there, this motif, and most of this one is what I've gotten done so far. For October. Now, this will get filled in. There's another motif right here, and then there's one up here at the top that's really a good sized one. So this is not a little month. This is huge. I'm sorry, it's probably gonna be a little wrinkly now because it's been rolled up for a couple of days, but let me scoot back so I can show the whole thing. I hope. So for this, I apologize once again for my children. For this, I'm using a DMC variegated floss. It is number 53. Oh, there it is. I was like, I'm gonna have to get out a new one. So it's one of DMC's variegated flosses. And then I chose 5 colors that, basically the colors are in that variegated floss. So I have those. So that's what I'm using, and I'm not, there's no rhyme or reason, just wherever I feel like doing them. This is actually all variegated right here. But on this one, I went from the darkest and then all the way into the lightest. For all of these little ones that look like snowflakes, I'm using the same color for all of them. So like, there's another one there, there's one over here. They all kind of look like snowflakes. So I use the same lightest color for those. So there's the Linen and Threads. I will probably give that some more attention this week. I definitely want to stay caught up on it now that I am caught up, since there's only November and December left to release. So this is one that I got caught up on. I would like to stay that way. The next one I worked on, I just got a wild hair and decided to pull this back out. This was a Mania start, and this is called Bookhouse. This is from Stone Street Stitchworks. You can find this pattern on Etsy. And it uses 4 Classic Colorworks colors, and the rest are DMC. But on the chart, there is a conversion for all DMC. So there's where I'm at. So I got all the windows filled in, and then this one, the light's on because someone's inside reading. I got the door filled in, and then I got the tree done. Well, not completely done. So I got some of the white done, but I noticed, because I had some of the white done before, like this one, the white's dirty. Like the oils in my skin picked up maybe some of the German chocolate. This color is German chocolate right here. And I wonder, so I'm going to wait and do the white parts of the books in the tree last. So I've started working on this one over here. But I love these trees. Those chevrons that make up this tree, I just love it. And this is on a 28 count tea-dyed Monaco, factory tea-dyed Monaco. In a bag of my own making. This is my little bag. Oh, forgot to put the picture back in. And then finally, the last thing I worked on is Autumn Glows by Little Dove Designs. And I did not realize I had put the chart back in its bag. I was trying to keep it nice, and I realized that from taking it out and putting it in and taking it out and putting it in, it's not that nice anymore. So this is Little Dove Designs Autumn Glows. I'm doing it on a 14 count oatmeal Ada. It was one that I had found at Joann's, and discovered something interesting when I moved my Q-snap. Let me take the top off so you can see the whole thing. Actually, I guess you won't be able to see the whole thing because the Q-snap's in the way. So I ended up getting this whole side done, right, you know, down to that one. Let's see. I got the leaves done. I can't remember if they were done the last time I showed this to you or not. But the tree, and then some of these leaves, and I'm trying to think if there was anything else on there that I got done. But I still love this. I think this is one of the, I can't ever see myself doing this on like an even weave. This is really an awesome Ada project, in my opinion. My scissors are attached to the back. They like magnets too. So I'm gonna keep going. There's an owl right here, and there's green that will go across. So I think what I'm gonna do is put that green in and work on this section. However, do you see this tiny little bit wrapped up in the bottom of this Q-snap? Apparently I didn't measure well. You know that room I have up there? Hey, guess what? I'm gonna be maybe an inch if I'm lucky at the bottom of this. I counted, and I need, from the bottom of this tree, I needed like 80 stitches to reach the bottom of the border. And I want to say 80 stitches was like right in here somewhere. It may not even be an inch that I'm going to have left. So maybe measure 4 times next time, because I have all of this space up here, not much down here. So we will see what happens. But this uses DMC. I'm using all called for DMC. I love it. I love it so much. And I did run out of this goldish color that's in the flower. So that's why I stopped that one right there, and why this one is stopped right there. So I did pick up some more of that color today so that I can finish working on borders, and I'll get that green across. But I want to pick this up all the time. I'm just kind of forcing myself not to pick it up every single day because I don't want to get burnout on it, and I really want to get it done. So that's Autumn Glows. And that's all I have for whips. No finishes this week. I'm hoping to get a finish on Bookhouse. You know, because one more Mania finish is awesome. So let's see. That's it as far as projects. I did get a couple of charts. So this is from Madame Chantilly, and this is Iced Lemonade. This was actually on a flash sale at Fat Quarter Shop, which is why I purchased it. I love it, and I'm definitely going to do these and put them up in the kitchen, more as like a summer type thing. I may even put magnets on them and just attach them to the fridge, if I can find my way through all the kids' artwork that's on the fridge. So this chart I have been looking at for a long time. The very first time I walked into House of Stitches, which is my local needlework shop in LaPorte here in Indiana, I saw their model of this and I fell in love. And I was like, someday I want to be good enough to do that. Well, it doesn't matter if you're good enough, you just do it. It's one X at a time. Like, anyone can do anything if they just one bite at a time. So I got Glendon Place. And this one is Woodland Wonder. He's amazing. Those trees are amazing. And look at those trees. So, what I did, since I'm not really a linen person, is I got the called for color, but I got it on Lugana. So this is 28 count earthen Lugana. So pretty. I don't know how it's showing up with the light, but it's not quite as mottled as this shows, which I think I'll like better because then the snowflakes will show up better. So I got this, and then I got the I guess they folded this the other way. But this is Picture This Plus. It's weird because I've never had a Picture This Plus be a little stiff. And this one is a little stiff. That's okay. So I also got the beads and the Kreinik. So we have they're 212. I don't know. I don't remember exact. Oh wait, let me look at the chart and then I can tell you exactly what color it is. Okay, so this is Golden Sand. And it also called for a pearl blending filament. I haven't ever done blending filament, so I didn't get it. I may change my mind and decide to do it, but... and then I got the beads for it, so I have... Those are the beads for it. Tree beads, antler beads, probably snow beads. So we have copper, white, citron, and pine green. Yeah, it looks like the Kreinik blending filament goes with the white floss. So I probably won't do that. Or I will get a Kreinik and just use it with one strand of DMC if it's like in the snowflakes to make them sparkle a little bit. So, and then I believe I have all of the other colors. I haven't checked because I didn't want to start this right this second. I would rather wait until probably November. And I'm sure this isn't like a quick stitch because those trees have got some, they got some beads in them. But, like I said before in previous videos, I like stitching the season in that season. So even if I don't get it done for this year, I can always pick it up, you know, all throughout the winter and have it done for next year. So that's what I got as far as cross stitch stuff. The only other thing I got is I am participating in the, that's what I forgot to show you guys. Not only did I sew on this, but I sewed on one other thing. So I have this box. It's a 12 by 12. And I got it for the Socialites quilt along that Fat Quarter Shop is running. So, nothing like having a really difficult first block. So, the gist of it is you pick 18 fat quarters and a background fabric, and once a week there's a block released. And there will be one block released for 38 weeks. So, you'll have 38 blocks at the end. And then there will be a finishing tutorial for it. So, the very first block, not an easy one. This might be the most intricate block I've ever done. I took my time. I went super slow. I'm still going to lose, like, I lost my point right there. And I'm still going to lose a few other points because I trimmed it up to, this is a 9.5 inch block. But, all my seams are pressed open. Most of my seams are pressed open. That one is not pressed open, but that's okay. So I'm going to store them in here so they don't get dusty, dirty, cat hair, anything like that. And then this was last week's block. And I used directional fabric. And I managed to do it right. So all the butterflies are upright. So these release every Friday. I'm using a fat quarter bundle that I showed a couple videos ago from 2014. So you cannot find this fabric anymore. I did find one Etsy seller in Australia that had a tiny bit of yardage left of this line, but there's nothing. There's nothing left. So so I got this at Michael's, and I want to say it was like $20. But this is fantastic because this will fit all my blocks, because all my blocks will be 9.5. So, and actually this isn't 12 by 12. This is 15 by 14 by 3.5. So this would fit like my 12.5 blocks that I'm doing for this quilt. I could have put them all in here if I had this at the time. So, along with my iced lemonade pattern from Fat Quarter Shop, I got the Bonnie and Camille Quilt Bee bag. I'm a sucker for bags, just so you know. It's so cute. It's so cute. So Bonnie and Camille are fabric designers and quilt designers. And I have some of their fabric, but I mean, look at that. There's so much room in here. Love it. And then I couldn't resist, and I got the Socialites binder from Fat Quarter Shop. I could have used any binder, but I went ahead and got clear page protectors. And when we figure out why our printer is not printing, I will put those in here, because I may find a block that I do that I love, and I want to make a whole quilt with that block, and then that way I can just refer right back to it years down the road. I don't have to go looking for the PDF or look on the blog and see if I can search back to Socialites from 2020. So the other thing I did, that of course I dropped on the floor, is Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop had mentioned in her Flosstube about the endurance blade, the Olfa endurance blade for rotary cutters. So I wanted to try it, because I feel like my blades only last through cutting like one bundle of fabric. So I want something that's going to last longer. So I got this one. And then look how cute they are. Little notepads. So I can keep this down here and I can make notes to myself, or do quilt math if I'm going to do a piece backing or something like that. Then, so I wanted to make some more cross-stitch project bags, or even knitting bags, I'm not sure yet, but I got these fabrics. So this is the first one. It's so cute, it has little bees on it. And then I got a coordinating one. I think this is all I got, hold on. Yes. Yep, just these two. So these are Robert Kaufman fabrics, and they are from the Buffalo Flats collection. And you can find that on Fat Quarter Shop's website, fabric.com, Missouri Star Quilt Company, but I couldn't resist the bees, and it looks like there's pheasants on here too. So I was like, I kind of want to make a project bag out of it. So that is it. That's all I have. Nothing else. I'm hoping I get some stitching done at my mother-in-law's this weekend. I usually do, but it's supposed to be a little bit nicer, so we will definitely we make it a point every year to go to a pumpkin patch by her house. It's called Gust Farms, and they're only about 1.5 miles from her house. We go, we pet the cows, we look at the goats, we check out the baby pigs, and the mama pigs, and we don't touch because mama pigs don't want you to touch their babies. And then we usually get pumpkins, but because his birthday is early October, we generally don't carve them. I wouldn't say generally. We've never carved them. This year the boys want to carve pumpkins, which means I'm going to have to clean up a mess. But I'm willing to indulge because they've been stuck at home since March, just like the rest of us. And I don't want to keep anything from them, even if it means I have a huge mess to clean up. So we will get pumpkins, and since it'll be a week later than we normally get them, hopefully we can carve them and have them survive through Halloween. We still haven't heard anything about trick or treat, so I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it or not. I mean, I kind of hope so, but at the same time, there's a lot of people around here that believe that masks are useless and they don't want to wear them, so I don't know. It might just be safer in the long run just to cancel the trick-or-treating this year and do something fun at home. So that's all I have for this week. I'm gonna sound like the majority of the rest of Flosstube and say it's our time to get out there and vote very, very soon. If you're voting by mail, maybe you've already done so. I don't know. I'm going to vote in person because we have quite a few places to go vote in town, and I'm confident that it'll be safe, just wear the mask and sanitize. Get your flu shot if you can. We want to make sure that the flu doesn't also compete with coronavirus. I mean, our hospitals are overwhelmed enough at this point. So that's all I have for this week. I hope you guys have a great week. I can't wait to see everyone else's stitching. I'm slightly behind on Flosstube, so I'm going to try and catch up on that tomorrow while I'm sewing before I go into work, because I have to work tomorrow night. So I hope you guys have an awesome week and an awesome evening. If you're watching this in the morning, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.